It says I am live. That's good to know. Hi, everybody. Thought I would just do a probably not too long of a live chat, maybe half an hour, maybe an hour. We'll see. Hello there, Larry and Glen. Glen is not here. Glen Kellaway from the basement is not going to join this live chat because he's busy. But we're doing our CD exchange tomorrow morning. And so stay tuned for that. Yo, I'm here, Dr. Rapper Band. PM in UK, all else at a bonfire, watching fireworks. Dan, okay, I just finished a big lunch and all the blood flow is going to my belly, so get ready for some real great questions. I hope so. Pleasant Valley Picker, CA, happy Guy Fawkes Day. That sounds familiar. I forget who Guy Fawkes is. The guy in the picture looks like a younger Larry. That's because the guy in the picture in the thumbnail is a younger Larry. That photo's from when I think I was about 22 years old. I'm just going to check my Facebook because this streams on Facebook and Twitter at the same time. So you always just double check here. Okay. Hello, Victor. Hello. Martin, favorite songs off Stone's album. So do you mean their new album, or do you mean what's my favorite songs of the Stones? And I am going to buy the new Stones album. Rob Skure, the YouTube channel Rob Skure, gave me the money to get the CD, so thank you. Favorite John Lennon song? For the Beatles, A Day in the Life, Strawberry Fields Forever, Tomorrow Never Knows, and Solo, Mother. Mother would be my favorite. Oh, everybody, you're going to be disappointed. Glen Kellaway, I knew you'd show up. You can't stop being on my live chats.
I can't.
I can never have any privacy.
I can't stop wanting to be with
everybody.
you.
Subscribe to Glen Kellaway from the basement. Okay, now go.
Okay, bye. Thank you. I wasn't going to come on. I'm tired. I'm going to go on. I'm just going to, and there's nothing on TV. I didn't even want to fall asleep to the TV. I don't feel like listening.
That's good. I don't know. I don't like doing these alone. It's kind of nerve-wracking, especially if nobody's asking anything, right? And you're just sitting here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's going on? Anything exciting? Anybody talking about anything besides the Beatles? I'm getting sick of this.
The Rolling Stones.
Oh, yes. God.
So overall, my favorite Rolling Stones song is 2000 Light Years from Home and Moonlight Mile. And from the new album, I've only listened to it all the way through once. So until I buy it, I'm not sure what would be my favorite.
Wasting your money. Uncle Glen. Listen to Uncle Glen. Don't buy that record.
Glen too busy. I know. And here he is.
No, actually, I'm not busy at all.
Yeah. He just didn't want to do
it. Lazy.
Yeah. I understand that.
So Victor's kind of catching on. It used to be Glen with two N's, but now he's got Glen with one N, but then he wastes his time with an exclamation mark.
Yeah. You don't need, take that off.
Victor, just Glen, Glen. That's save your space.
Hey guys, hope you're doing well today. We are. And Glen is coming over tomorrow morning at 10 in the morning. Luckily, I wake up about 5 and we're doing a CD exchange.
Did you change your clocks today, Larry?
No, yeah, I did.
Okay.
But my phone and computer does it automatically.
I don't want to show up at 10 and you think it's 11.
So Glen, tell me the the CDs I gave you, and we're going to review and rank them tomorrow. So I hope everybody checks out the video. You go.
don't know what they are?
I do, but show the other people.
Okay, Atomic Rooster. Sleeping for Years. This is like a box set of Atomic Rooster. The Undertones from Cork, Ireland. You know how
I did not know that,
Larry? I learned that from reading my Rory Gallagher book that I'm reading right now. They're from the same area.
No, that's cool.
The Undertones. And also, I did not know, I remember hearing the name Fergal Sharkey quite a bit. Yeah. I did not know he was the singer in this band.
Yeah, he's a politician now. Like, he's really into like clean water. Or like, I guess, he's a good politician. Yeah.
I like clean water.
Yeah.
Sensational Alex Harvey Band.
They're sensational.
I was going to say that. Oh, sorry. We Are Not Man, We Are Devo.
Yeah.
Don't get me started, Larry. Unconditionally Guaranteed. Captain Beefheart. Don Van Vliet.
And I'll get to the comments in a second. Apologies.
What did I give you, Larry? I don't even
Glen
remember.
gave me Envy of None, which features Alex Lifeson from Rush on guitar. He gave me David Gilmour's Rattle That Lock.
Did you rattle it, Larry?
Yes, I did. He gave me Paul Simon's 7 Songs.
Psalms.
I don't know how to say that. Psalms.
Psalms.
Psalms. He gave me Government Mule, Roseland, live at the Roseland Ballroom. And actually, it looks a bit like Glen Kellaway from the Basement. He gave me Uriah Heep, very heavy, very humble. Their first album.
That's after I was dusting.
That's not a creepy album cover.
No. And you've said that you like 2 of them enough to buy them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I'm going to guess which ones.
Well, you can guess right now.
I'm going to guess the Uriah Heep. And I'm going to go out on a limb. No, I better not say that one. So Uriah Heep for sure. And oh my God, because I didn't think you'd like the Paul Simon that much. Maybe you're getting old and really mellow in your years.
I am getting old.
I'll say Paul Simon.
Okay.
You'll tell me tomorrow.
Yep.
Stay tuned, fans.
Yep. Been a great couple of months for classic rock. First, a really good Stones album, and now a really enjoyable Beatles song video. Mm-hmm. I'm buying the new Stones album just to annoy Glen.
I encourage everyone to buy it, but just after a month or so, please come to my channel. I will be selling dust cloths so you can dust off all the records and CDs you never listen to anymore.
Anybody like Atomic Rooster or KFC? I love Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I've never eaten Atomic Rooster.
Rare record collector, hello.
Hello, guys.
Dan, let's discuss the Beatles as my face is red and my toes are blue.
Do you know what kind of records that record collector guy collects?
No.
Rare.
Oh.
It says rare record collector.
I'm just letting everybody know on YouTube. I don't know if you've had this problem like with viewers, but Bob, Janet Sampson, he commented on my other channel, Larry Graves ASMR, and he said he left a comment, I think twice, and it disappeared. So he had to leave it again.
I saw his comment.
Yeah. So weird, if anybody is commenting and then you don't see the comment on my channel or Glen's, I'm not deleting them. It's just YouTube glitching, and it's annoying.
Do you get this too? Like I'll go to my YouTube studio and it shows comments I haven't seen or haven't responded to or something.
Yeah.
They don't show up under the video, but they just show up on the YouTube studio.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a big issue.
And then, so if people think that I'm not, I love to make comments on everybody's comments. I like to respond. So
yeah,
I'm the same.
Yep.
It's important.
I love Sensational Alex Harvey Band. Yeah, I've got all of their albums. That one, and then that double, and then this double, and then Glen's got my other double. I want it back tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not giving it back.
Jamie King.
I framed it, Larry.
Oh, you did. Framed.
Yeah, well, it's framed. It's supposed to be framed.
Glen with a question mark.
Yeah, I got an exclamation mark and a question
Glen
mark.
mentions Devo, shakes head in disgust. Yeah, that's not a good sign.
Oh, so you picked that up, eh?
I bet you.
How is Austin Matthews doing? How about leading the league in scoring? He's got 11 goals in 11 games.
No sports talk.
How's Connor McDavid doing?
I think from the albums I gave you, I think you're not gonna like Devo. It's gonna be number 5. I'm hoping,
Larry. I think you're being kind. I don't even think it'll make 5. I think it's going to be number 12.
I'm hoping,
out of 5.
As much as I love Captain Beefheart, I'm hoping you love. I hope number 1 and number 2 are the Undertones and Sensational Alex Harvey Band. Either way, because I think they're just great albums. Absolutely.
Well, time will tell. Tune in tomorrow, folks.
They made a lot of great albums after Next. Hey, Glen and Larry, it's Beer and Vinyl.
Alex, our friend Alex.
Beer and Vinyl, if you want to come on, just let me know.
Alex is a slut. He'll come up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
YouTube can be glitchy.
Glitchy, yes.
No. I've only heard the one album.
Would like to.
Hey, everyone.
Adrian.
Are you saying it could be a YouTube glitch why I haven't reached 100 subs yet?
No, that's purely based
No,
on
you have to have a good
your
YouTube channel.
Yeah, your channel sucks.
You're supposed to laugh, Glenn.
Yeah.
Sorry. Ringo version of Grow Old With Me is great.
Does he do a version?
Yeah. Hey, look at that. It's
Hey,
Molly
Studs.
Rose. Hey, Studs.
You know, my granddaughter's name is Juliette Rose.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Lots of roses. Molly, are you... I know. Well, I think Molly watches ahead of me, but boy, Coronation Street's getting exciting, man.
Yeah.
The next 2 weeks are going to be freaking awesome.
Yeah. Why?
Because there's like a guy who's been murdering people on the show, and it's finally catching up to him, and all the stuff's going on now. It's going to be good.
I think Glenn actually likes the Devo record. He's just BSing.
Yeah, I'm just throwing Larry off. It's going to be number 1.
All the world's a stage. It is all YouTube's fault, Alex. I know.
Oh, Steve.
Yeah.
Okay, while Steve's there and you're up here, the new Steven Wilson album. I haven't had a chance to talk to you about how you like it, because you didn't get it for a while.
No, I've played it probably 4 or 5 times, and I like it, but I haven't gotten into it yet.
I'm starting to think I don't like it that much.
Yeah.
Like I was first listen, it's like the first listen of an album. His albums, there's no way you can judge them. You need to keep playing them. And I love some stuff, but some stuff, like I think it's the title track. Is that the one that just goes on and on and on? His wife talks in it, and there's one song where the first spoken word song, and then it goes on to this dreamy, atmospheric music that seems like it's never going to frickin' end. And then the last song gets kind of, I think the album's too long, maybe.
Yeah. I've been listening more to The Residents, Duck Stab, Meet the Residents, The Third Reich and Roll, and this, Not Available. This one I think you would actually really like too. It took me a couple listens, but I love it. Yeah.
Really? Are they all similar to Duck Stab?
No, they're not similar.
Every album's different? Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
The Undertones are great. Their first album is a classic, yes.
Is that the one you gave me first time?
No.
No.
David Soul's greatest hits. Yeah.
So anyway, Steve, could you leave a comment telling me whether you're liking the Steven Wilson album as much as we all hoped it would be good? I don't know. The more I listen.
Larry, favorite song from Arthur Brown's Kingdom Come Journeys. I couldn't name the song, but I just love all three of the.
Yeah, I couldn't
Come
name the
albums.
songs on that either.
Yeah. But I just, every time I listen to it, it's like I love all three albums.
Yeah.
How are the Canucks doing?
Good, really good. 8-2, I think.
Hey, Molly.
Hey, Molly.
Glenn, do you have a cat?
Yeah, and I was just washing my cat yesterday, and I got the fur ball in my throat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No,
I don't have a cat.
Glenn's got a dog.
I got a dog. I got a dog and a mouse, so there's no way you could have a cat.
There you go. Monday is going to be good.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen Fridays yet, Molly. I'm watching it tonight because I was busy Friday night. And Friday was 2 episodes. I got an hour to watch tonight. Oh.
Larry has a cat.
No way.
Harmony Codex is a great album. There you go.
Really? Okay, Ian. I'm telling you, I'm a huge Steven Wilson fan. I worship the man, and there's certain parts of the album that are brilliant, and certain parts that I just find are kind of tedious. The more I listen, the less I'm liking it. I should like it more.
Here you go. Harmony Codex is growing on me, but this makes 2 solo albums and the most recent Porcupine Tree album where I have had trouble.
Yeah, it's worrisome. Yeah.
Not sure if Glen does.
Does what?
Would love to join if you have a link. All right. Here you go, beer and vinyl guy. And Pleasant Valley, All the World's a Stage can join too.
Steve.
Yeah.
As long as you're up and you got your shirt on, Steve.
Larry vacuums his cat. That's right, I do. Check out the videos, Comedy Gold.
I don't see the comments. I'm on my iPad, and for some reason I don't see the comments.
That's maybe why you can't see. Can't you see the comments on the screen?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I can see them on the screen. See, now Alex is coming up, and if Steve comes, they're both huge Steven Wilson fans. It'd be interesting to see what they say.
Yeah.
I can't come on because I have no webcam.
No, I meant All the World's a Stage.
Yeah. And
Molly Rose. Glenn?
Molly, I paid $300 to see Bob Dylan. Well, and I don't regret any of it. Hi, Alex.
Hey, guys. How are you?
Good.
We're good, buddy. Have you met Larry before?
Yes. We're best friends, basically.
Oh. You know, it's gotten to a point, Glenn, when anytime I'm on a video with Larry, you say, "Have you met Larry before?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. I know. What's his name? Beer.
Well, I haven't met him yet.
That reminds me. I haven't had comment down.
It's depressing me. I don't have any money.
If you eat Pringles, do you have a hard time not eating the whole can at one time? I can't eat Pringles.
Oh, because Larry doesn't
not gluten free.
He doesn't like gluten. Alex, I was just mentioning the Harmony Codex. How the more I listen to it, the more I'm disliking it.
You know, maybe it's gonna be like a bell curve where you start and you like it more and more and more and more and more, and then you reach that point of diminishing returns. And then I don't know. I'm kind of with Steve. I was not crazy about it at first. I've liked it more and more the more I've listened to it, but I don't know if it has a lot of shelf life. But you know, to your point though about the title track, I kind of like that.
Really?
Like that very spacey, ambient-y.
But it goes on for like 5 minutes. I was playing it for my nephew last night, and he says he got up to do something. He goes, "Oh, well, this," he was getting bored with the track. And he was liking the album, it seemed like, for a while.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I see, when I first heard the album, my first comment was the album goes from okay, and it peaks at track 4 with the I always forget the name of it. The 4th track, Impossible something.
Oh, Impossible Tightrope.
Love that track. One of my favorite Steven Wilson tracks. And
Yep.
then it goes, and then it starts to go like that. So it's got, the album has a bell curve.
Yep.
Itself, musically.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a deep dive video on it.
I think that might be a good
Steve.
idea. I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
Michael, hello.
Why can people go to record stores and get same day releases, but when you pre-order way in advance, you still wait weeks to get your order?
Well, Bill, if you watched my video this morning, I question that because I can't even get them at the record store. It's ridiculous what's going on with releases. It just pisses me off.
Yeah.
It wasn't that long ago when records came out. Remember they used to come out on Tuesdays?
Yeah.
Like
They'd
if you
be
went to the
there.
record
Yeah.
store, they would be in the record store 2 or 3 days ahead of time to be put on the shelf the day of release. And now, no.
There it is.
It's not really, I made that up myself. I took little pictures from an album cover and I put them on there, and that's an original flyer though from Zeppelin in 1969.
The videos for codecs are really cool.
I haven't watched any of the videos.
Amazon has gotten worse with pre-orders.
Oh yeah, yeah. I did a rant this morning on pre-orders. They're driving me nuts. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Why pre-order?
Yeah. Yeah.
You never know when you're going to get
it. Glenn, I think the people who I was talking to, the video is uploading now, so this being on the stream is probably slowing it down, but that's okay. I kind of got like a vinyl haul from a friend of mine, and he pre-ordered all the Beatles 7-inches from the Beatles, and they won't be here for another week. But I was joking with them. I was like, I could swing by a record store here and pick up all 4 of them if you want me to. Just bring them to you. So it's
They're not in our record stores. Nope.
And like when you went into that record store and you asked the woman at the counter, it's like she didn't even know about the Beatles' new single.
When I went into Sam the Record Man, the first woman I asked didn't have a clue what I was talking about.
Yeah, and she works in the record store, and it's the Beatles.
Yeah.
Sir, do you need me to call somebody?
I had to ask another guy who I'm familiar with his face, like I know he's there all the time. And ask him to look it up. And he's going, oh, it's not there till the 10th. I'll look it up. Oh, it's here on the 3rd. Oh, well, today's the 4th. We'll have it on the 10th.
Yeah, jeez.
Dan, I don't have it yet. I intend on picking it up, but I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that that's a box set that ends up like so many other box sets on Amazon and goes down in price. And then I will snag it because I do like that era and I do want to pick it up. In terms of how it sounds, I think if there's any of the audiophile people out there, I think the vinyl was remastered by either Chris Bellman or Bernie Grundman. So I think it has the name behind it, but I also don't know that they were analog recordings anyway because they were in the 90s. So.
Oh, Dan, I'm a huge Patricia Barber fan. Huge. She's amazing. Jazz musician from Chicago. Her album Cafe Blue is considered one of the greatest sonic masterpieces of all time. It just sounds incredible. I've never heard. It's the greatest sounding record I've ever heard. So she's amazing. I have Soft Machine's first album.
I'm all in on Soft Machine.
It is good. That one, and is Thirds their album, or is it Camel? I always get them mixed up.
Thirds,
yeah, that's a great album.
But
too.
Thirds where they go a little bit like their first 2 records are like kind of pop psychedelia.
Yeah.
Then they go pretty out there, free jazz / avant-garde jazz, borderline noisy. And then they sort of go jazz fusion in the mid 70s.
Yeah. I like them.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying she didn't know who the Beatles were, but she should have been aware. The store should be aware when products are coming out. Like,
Mhm. It's not the record stores we used to know.
oh, Amazon Canada has always been very good for me.
But it's bad for it's great for the product packaging and getting stuff, but like I swear to God, that Zappa set that's coming out on the 17th, it's pre-ordered. It just says released on the 17th. I swear to God, the day of the release, I'm going to look it up and see if mine's shipped, and it's going to say, we'll let you know when we're going to be shipping it. I know that's going to happen.
Yeah, they have I think 3 tracks from that box set on Spotify, and it's good.
Oh, it's going to be a great set.
Yeah,
might be one of the best ones ever released for the Zappa sets.
Soft Machine 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and bundles.
He doesn't know how to count, this guy.
You know, Zeb. Is it Zeb or Zeb? There's a space there.
Zeb.
If you watch my videos and subscribe to my channel, you'll know that bundles showed up on my 10 favorite illustrated album covers Prague edition.
Please subscribe to Beer and Vinyl. Can we get him up to 100? Jeez.
What I could do is I could unsubscribe from your channel and then subscribe again, so you have a new subscriber.
I think that's how it works. Yeah.
I even started a channel or a YouTube subscription or whatever for my granddaughter who's 10 months old, so she could subscribe to your channel. Because
this needs to be as inorganic as possible.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if people are watching, just subscribe. You know, you don't have to pay any attention to the man after that.
Man.
He's just ranting and raving about nothing anyway. No, Alex has a great channel. He's done a few just starting videos. He's awesome. Check it out.
Marilyn McCoo and Billy Davis.
Marilyn McCoo and Billy Davis. Wow.
Up and away. I'll subscribe. Just tell me the channel or give me the link.
Beer and Vinyl. Give him the link, Larry.
Jeepers, I have to do all the work here. I'll have his after this is posted. I'll have his link.
And watch the videos. Alex is very well. He knows stuff. Let me put it that way.
I've never really listened to much Gong.
Yes.
I think I listened to one album and I liked it.
All in on
I
Gong.
really got into it. No, seriously, I had a Gong. Might have one.
But similar to Soft Machine, they're a band that they have about 5 different iterations. So the albums sound very, very different depending on which one you start with.
And I'm a big fan of this band, Can, but I need to get more of their albums.
You're welcome, Larry.
Are you going to give that album more of a chance?
Yeah, I gotta give it. There was enough there to keep me interested for sure. That's all I need.
Yep. The Strawbs, Hero and Heroine was a good album.
They're okay.
Yep.
They're no Klaatu, but
no. Gong is amazing.
Pierre Moreland's Gong.
What is the absolute worst album you ever heard by somebody that I like? It would be Frank Zappa's, what's that called?
Thingfish?
The Thingfish.
Oh,
yeah.
I say the Eagles, East Out of Eden, or whatever it's called. Horrible record. Alex, you got one?
I don't know if I can answer that.
Why?
Because I'm just too positive. That's why I will never make it big, Glenn, Larry, is I'm too positive. I like everything.
Well, I just sent you some VCLT, the new Celine Dion album. It's in the mail.
I thought she retired.
Audience. We keep hearing about that band, Audience.
Yeah, I've never really paid much attention to them, but I hear good things.
It's too bad we get stuck with the high shipping costs and lousy Canadian dollar as far as Amazon.
Although speaking of that new Zappa release, I looked on like it's $91 on Amazon.ca.
Yeah.
I looked it up on Amazon.com because I'm always, if I can get it cheap, I can get it shipped to my daughter's place in Florida. And I look on it was 98 or 99. It's more expensive in the US.
Yep.
So
Larry, what is the next Ken album you're going to get? Yeah, it's going to be one of those that you just mentioned there. Just the early albums. Acting Strange by Mike Rutherford is very bad.
I don't know that one.
Here's a good question, Molly. Glenn, does Lynn enjoy the same music as
No.
you?
Well, I mean, we share a love for the Beatles and Jackson Brown, Hall & Oates. There's a few that we can listen together, and because she loves music, but no, for the most part, the stuff I'm playing is like
And she does not like Tom Waits.
hates Tom Waits. I was playing Maggot Brain for my nephew last night, and she came downstairs during that last track with all the weird crap going on and the drums, and she went, "What the? That's Maggot Brain." So,
Does she like any Frank Zappa?
No. Nope. She's pretty mainstream in terms of pop music.
Worst album ever, Lou Reed, Metal Machine. Yeah, that's
tied with all the other Lou Reed albums.
Up until what was it Hudson River Meditations or whatever, like the later.
That's the one I don't have and never will. Yeah.
But the funny thing about that on vinyl is that's Metal Machine music's nearly impossible to find on vinyl, and it fetches almost $100.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's one of those things. It's rare, but I don't know how popular. But yeah, it's because I don't think it was ever reissued either. So.
Wow.
Master Builder by Gong gets right under your skin when you listen. I don't know if that's a good thing.
Kind of like scabies.
Yeah.
Just like that, actually.
Bill. So maybe Glen can. I don't know. I don't understand how you convert.
Well, it's almost 4 times. So we're we're just under $1.50 a liter right now, and it's just under. So almost times 4. So that'd be 4 times $1.50 is what? $4, about $6 a gallon. Just under, probably. I'd say $5.50 to $6.
Clover Bailey.
Clover Bailey. Hey, Clover.
Look, and it's also Bob, Janet Sampson. Hello, guys, and apologies that YouTube is messing up your comments, Bob. I am not happy.
Yeah.
I'm going to go talk to YouTube after this live chat.
Can you delete Bob's comment there, Larry?
I can't delete it. I didn't see your comment, Bob.
Yeah.
I've heard of them. I've never listened to them though. The extent of my Italian progging is PFM and is it Le Orme? And I mean, I know Italian prog is a whole different. I mean, you can go into a rabbit hole with all of that stuff. So I've heard of them, but I've never listened to them. No.
Yeah, I think Glenn would like PFM from what I've heard.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Instrumental stuff or vocal or
mainly instrumental.
Well, so, Glenn, how do you do have you ever dipped your toes in the non-English vocals?
Yeah, well, can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But some of the stuff, but they also did do a number of American English vocals too. I mean, Chocolate Kings, I don't know. I mean, Chocolate Kings is a kind of a, I would always
and I have heard the Beatles do She Lieb Dick, or whatever it's called. She Loves You in German. I mean,
I'm sorry, can you say that first part one more time?
The
Beatles did what?
The Beatles saying how do you pronounce that? She Loves You in German. She Lieb Dick?
Something like that.
It's something.
Come dine on my horn or something. How I want to hold your hand.
Yeah.
I managed about 3 minutes of metal. That's more than I've managed.
Actually, well, Glenn probably actually likes that record as much as any other Lou Reed record.
Yeah, they're all the same.
So, Alex, have you ever heard The Residents?
I have not, but everything now, I think they're one of the, maybe you ran into this. I think they're just one of those bands that their output has been so prolific.
Yeah.
I get overwhelmed and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't even know where to go.
Yeah. I would go with Duck Stab.
Yeah,
Duck Stab.
Larry let me that. That's pretty cool.
But I'm into the weird stuff.
It's
So
really weird.
It's pretty weird.
But
count me in.
But you know, like most
Weird in a
of
good
their
way, though. It's
albums,
interesting.
the more you listen to it, the more you get
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I find their stuff, I'll find. Yeah.
Larry, again, thank you for enjoying everything on Patreon. Thank you. I think you're one of the most. I think they're one of the most underrated.
I think
bands.
you're one of.
I thought I'm one of the most underrated YouTubers. Thank you. It's always about me and my ego. Thank you.
I've never heard. That's the name of the band. Everything.
Yeah, they're really good. I was
Where are they
really
from?
impressed with them.
Where are they from?
I don't know. Where are they from? Let me know. And thank you for being a Patreon.
And wouldn't it just be better if they were just called Everything? Like, do we really need everything?
Rare Bird. I've just heard of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the. Just the's fine.
Watched any good movies lately? Not really.
No, I'm not a movie guy.
We're not really movie kind of people.
No, it takes me 3 days to watch a movie.
Yeah.
I watched it recently to celebrate Halloween.
Oh, you just cut out. You're going weird on us.
Weird.
You there?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Weird. For Halloween, I always watch really terrible horror movies. And so the recent one I watched was Zombievers, about beavers who are kind of become zombies. It's on Amazon Prime. So
I don't know if I want to
highly
look that
recommend
one
it.
up.
Is it really cheesy?
Oh, it's I mean, it's a joke horror movie, but I was laughing throughout the whole thing. It was great.
So did you guys like the Sharknado movies when they came out?
I didn't get into those too much, but you know, stuff like that is fun. Yeah, I can.
Never listened to Henry Cow.
That's some weird stuff there.
No.
Paying $2.85 a gallon.
Yeah, we're pretty much double that. What is Little Guitars?
No idea.
Is that a joke? Dan's always big with the joke. Little Guitars getting unfairly picked.
Here's one for PFM. Avoid the English singing albums by them.
That is one of the things. Like, yeah, I mean, for English speakers or people from North America, it's like they want to hear the English speaking stuff, but I think a lot of people will claim that the Italian language stuff is better musically. But yeah. Ooh.
A folk rock album. Since I'm drawing a blank, I probably got to go with the Byrds. Mr. Tambourine Man or something like that. Or Buffalo Springfield, I guess. What else?
I mean, would Dylan fall into that?
I don't know if you would consider. Yeah, I guess you would have to consider Highway 61 or Bring It All Back
Up
Home.
Until Electric, or
yeah, Bring It All Back Home. I guess those ones.
Hank the Third or Hank Jr.?
I was a big Hank Jr. fan for a while. I've never really heard Hank the Third.
They're from the UK, Glen.
Okay. Thick as a Brick. It's the whole album. I'm an album guy, so I would never. I don't know if that's the case. But I'll tell you, one album that comes to mind is Uriah Heep's Salisbury, because I love that frickin' song. Like top 10 song of all time for me in any genre, and that song overwhelms that album. It's so frickin' good.
Julie, going to see 5440 and Sarnia on Friday. What's your take on them? I love their. I just know their radio songs, but they were good.
They're a good Canadian band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Hope you don't get a snowstorm on the highway there on the way.
Yeah.
Sarnia. Yuck. A winter wonderland, that place.
Lou Reed hated the Beatles. I don't really believe that, Bob. It's just
He hated everyone.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
just him trying to be just
Edgy.
trying
Yeah.
to do his Lou
Yeah.
Reed.
He had to, he wasn't talented, so he had to do something. Well, I'll hate the Beatles.
Yeah, Soft Machine.
Do you have any you ever heard the Soft Machine albums?
I've never heard them.
Really? I could have been giving you one in the CD exchange.
And we've got to start up that other idea.
Yeah, I got some really good ideas. We'll talk about tomorrow morning.
Oh, we'll talk about
We'll be talking.
it. Glen Campbell's great. Yeah. Steve Howe, Frank Zappa, Alex Life's in a Brush.
I put Dwayne Allman at the top of my list.
I'm going to go with
Just the work he
Joni
did.
Mitchell for me.
Yeah.
Glenn.
Yeah,
Joni Mitchell for me, Glenn.
Yeah. I think Joni Mitchell's an amazing guitar player, just not one of the top 10 in the world. But
Don't Google zombie beavers. Yeah, I know. That sounds.
Put the safe
There's gonna
search
be
on when you do that next
siren
time.
going
Yeah.
off. Have you watched Old Dads on Netflix starring Bill Burr? No.
No. Was he the Attorney General in the U.S.?
Yes, I love Hawkwind.
I have trouble, but they're okay. We need more cowbell with those guys, or more guitar or something. Something lacking. That it? We're caught up?
And we're done.
Okay, good night, everyone.
Goodbye, everybody. No, yeah, I love Hawkwind. Early Dylan was pretty folky.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely all folky, but he kind of somewhat led that folk rock revival.
Well, I love the Love Me Do remix.
Lacking some separation. I've only heard it on you. I hate to be a critical thing when I'm listening to it on a small little iPad speaker, but I thought when I only listened to it once, and I thought the harmonica sounded incredible, and then I thought I heard a lot of separation between the vocals, but
yeah.
Interesting. I'm dying to hear it on a stereo system.
The Residents did some amazing covers of Hank Williams. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I love Hank.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Jerome.
Where? You guys into Deep Purple much? Yeah. Early Deep Purple.
I like Mach 1. That's my favorite.
I like all eras. All marks.
Michael, hello, Julie.
Hello, Julie.
Hello, Julie. I can't even read that.
El
Is a
Balletto de
is a great Italian
Bronzo.
prog band.
El Balletto de Bronzo.
Was enjoyable music, not the name.
I didn't. The name was stupid. I know Don is a big producer guy, but Michael.
Old Dads is good.
Oh. Is it a comedy?
Is it a comedy?
I'm guessing if it has Bill Burr, it is, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I could be in the running for that fan club.
Oh, here's one. When will the bipolar dancing kid be back? Glen is boring FFS. Well, Glen, you got a negative comment. I think I'm going to keep this person on. I like this person.
Mr. Fada. We need to talk. I like that, though, that I'm boring. Maybe Larry will quit sending me frickin' invites to his streams. I've been trying to be boring.
Yeah. I think I know one of the sisters died. I think there's one or two that are still alive, Bob.
Yeah, I think one of them's in Real Housewives of New Jersey.
The Ebb. Ooh.
Mr. Fada, is he like just cracking on everybody here? I think Phil McCracken is the greatest guitar player. Yeah, well.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Have you heard of him, Alex?
Yes.
Yeah?
I've heard.
He's pretty well known.
No, I've not heard of that band. You guys?
No. Larry, did you buy any canned CDs? No, I've only got the one so far.
Well, then you have
I'm waiting for Glenn to give me some money. That wasn't funny, actually. I was serious.
Larry,
Yeah,
if I
The
had
King
any
and
money,
I.
you'd be the first one I'd give it to.
Yeah, The Residents, The King and I, Elvis covers. Julie. Hello, Michael.
Michael and Julie got a thing going.
Yeah.
Something going on there.
Yeah.
You know, there's a little like a thing right beside that. I don't know what that was.
Hey, Doc. No Jeff tonight?
Hey, Doc. No Jeff tonight. Hey, Doc. Is he saying you look like Doc?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Michael
Bill
Burns, man, a few words.
Oh.
Hello from Toronto, Elvin.
Hello. My hometown.
Were you born in Toronto?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was. Keele and Yonge Street area I was born at.
Neil Merriweather and the Space Rangers.
I was born at Toronto Western Hospital, Larry, at Bathurst and Dundas.
Let me write that down.
Just in case anybody wants to do, like, you know, famous places in Toronto when you're there. It's like... Barney doesn't like deep purple, but more lighter purple. Yeah.
Larry, how did you first get into Zappa? Well, I always heard about him and I saw his crazy album covers, you know, in the 60s and the early 70s. And one day in 1975, I bought from a cutout bin, One Size Fits All. And I loved it. And I've been a fan ever since.
Good one to start with.
Yeah.
No, I haven't bought any more Alice Cooper album. Oh, Alice Coltrane. I thought I said Alice Cooper. Duh. I've got two, and I love them both so much. But the other two I tried, I didn't like at all. So I'm kind of nervous. I don't know where to go.
I know you have Journey and Satchidananda. Do you have Pita Al Duad?
Yeah, that's the other one.
That's a good one.
They're oh man, they're incredible. So I'm trying to find the one with Santana, Illuminations.
Oh yeah.
I'm dying to hear that.
Yep. I listen to Glen when I can't sleep. That'll work.
Oh, here. So Michael, let's try something. Close your eyes here just for a second. Just relax. Okay, let's go. Now it's time to say good night.
Ba-ba-ba-boom.
Sleep tight. There. So email me and I'll record that for you and you can just play it.
Molly should be on the show. She's prettier than you guys. Well, thanks, Bob.
Yeah, but that's because she's wearing her makeup and we came on.
Yeah.
Give us a chance to comb our hair and you'd be surprised.
I don't like being objectified like that.
Yeah, that is not good.
Tangerine Dream.
I have yet to explore that band. I need to. What's the best album, Alex? What's your favorite?
Well, I think the cat, Piccolina, is right. I mean, I think Cyclone is sort of in that sweet spot. But it's electronic music. I mean, it's early electronic stuff. So it's very soundtracky and very ethereal. And, you know, you're not going to have a lot of ripping guitar solos, coming in. But
okay. Didn't Steven Wilson remix their catalog?
I think so. Yeah. But they did start as more of a genuine krautrock band in a similar vein of Can or Faust or a lot of those bands too. But those were like their first two records, and then they went like fully electronic.
Yeah, I thought the Beatles video was great.
Yeah, my takeaway is I love the video, 10 out of 10. The song I thought was a 6 out of 10, and then once I saw it in conjunction with the video, I moved it up to a 7 out of 10. So I'm on board.
Sprite.
Sprite.
I love the Beatles video.
Yeah, it's good, Mike.
Mike Sweeney, yes, they even performed the Elvis songs better on the live album, The Residents, Cube E. Yep. Phil McCracken should team up with the Shags. Hello from the Philippines.
Wow.
Cool. It's Mary Ann Lockwood. She's
Mary Ann.
one of my fans.
Mary Ann's awesome.
She comments on all of my videos.
She used to comment on all mine.
Well, she doesn't like you anymore because you're boring.
Yeah. According to Mr. Fata.
My favorite drummer is Ringo Starr.
My favorite drummer is not an old classic rock guy like the rest of these people. But my favorite drummer of all time is Mike Portnoy. For all you metal fans here.
My favorite drummer now is Gavin Harrison. And my all-time favorite drummer would be Ginger Baker.
Glenn, have you listened to The Pineapple Thief?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm digging it as much.
Mm-hmm.
You like it, or?
I like it. I don't know that I love it.
Yeah, that's kind of where I am. He's an amazing drummer.
So great.
Ray Cleaves, who's that guy? I need somebody to look after my lawn. Can you give me Ray's number?
Mm-hmm. That's a good
Stuart
pick,
Copeland.
Mike.
Stuart Copeland's great. Pretty good, Glenn. Thanks.
Billy Colvin.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many great drummers.
April is Deep Purple's favorite month.
And one of my favorite Deep Purple songs.
Joe's Garage was my intro to Zappa. It was so entertaining, and I went out and got more brilliant musician. Yeah.
I mean, that watermelon and Easter hay.
Yeah.
Start with Ricochet, Rubicon, or Tangram. Okay.
Ringo must be skint.
I don't think so. I think Ringo's doing quite fine. Of course they were, Rob.
Of course they were.
Oh, that was that Gretzky thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Gretzky got away with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I'm not bitter. Bastards. Top 3 Miles Davis LPs. Michael, what's your top 3? Who's Michael? We wait for Michael to answer, or do we answer?
Michael? He's shy.
Well, Jack Johnson is my favorite. You got to put Kind of Blue in there. And I'm going to name 4. I like Milestones a lot. I like
Bitches Brew.
Bitches Brew's great. I love the Spain, Sketches of Spain. Beautiful album.
It's the best video I've ever seen. Love it. Yeah.
Wow.
Glenn, you are as good as Daniel O'Donnell.
Is that good or bad?
Yeah,
I don't think Frank ever stopped him from doing that. They would have. I think Frank just phoned and told him what he thought. I think he left it alone.
Yeah. I haven't heard it in years.
Yeah, Monster. I couldn't. Yeah.
Did you know that Mickey Dolenz has an EP out with REM
songs on it? Yeah. I don't like EPs. I wish they'd just make a full record.
Yeah. Well, Neil Peart.
Yeah, well.
Wouldn't argue with that.
No, can't argue.
Nope, never heard of Soundcheck.
I have, actually.
Soundcheck is doing their sound.
At a band sound. Yeah, I've been at a few, actually. One that Alex might. I went to Cleveland back in the early 90s, and they were having a big show on down by the river there where all these bars and everything are.
Yep.
And the night before, one of the bands that was playing was David Lee Roth's band after he left Van Halen.
Oh, wow.
And we went down the night before the show. We were down there around midnight just to check out and see what was going on. And David Lee Roth walks on stage with his band, and they did the sound check for the next day that night. And he was doing all like Panama and frickin' all the Van Halen tunes, and they sounded great. Like,
yeah,
yeah,
you were probably down in the
stage.
You were probably down in the flats.
The flats.
They call it.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I went to see when Howard Stern went to do his.
Oh yeah.
Remember when Howard used to, every time he took over number one in the market, he used to go and do a live show there?
Yeah.
That's what I went to see.
Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That venue is still there.
Really, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Sketches.
Yeah, Silent Way. Too many good ones. You're right, Mark. You could ram off 10, 20 albums.
Ringo's my favorite. Charlie Watts was great, and Paul's current drummer. Yeah, Abe's great too.
Larry's met Abe, haven't you?
Did someone ask me about Miles Davis? No, nobody asked you yet, Michael.
Yeah, we did ask you, but you didn't answer. So can't have people sleeping during the chat. Someone did a fan edit adding the missing part of Ben's piano demo. They did a great job, but it made me realize why it wasn't used.
I just have no interest in even hearing the demo.
Well, the only reason I want to hear, because supposedly they left the part. Didn't they leave some kind of a chorus out or some kind of?
Yeah, but it wasn't finished.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sure Paul McCartney knew what he was doing.
Well,
Hey,
I'm telling you, I have I would have done different things than they did, but I'm not Paul McCartney. At the end, I would have added like a cello thing going on for like 2 minutes with some kind of Paul and Ringo doing some kind of now and then, like almost like a weirdo Hey Jude type of finish, and with the cello going dun, 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 I think it would have been killer.
I think this is a good question. I think for me, like, I think this, and I'm saying this not as like I'm not a Beatle freak like you two and a lot of people. I love the song, I love the Beatles, but like I can't hold a candle to the conversations that you all have. But I think for me and the people my age, no offense, Larry and Glenn, that there was a generational impact for people who never experienced any of this before. That I think being in 2023, the amount of people that have been talking about this that never have talked about the Beatles before is awesome, I think, because of this.
Yeah. My daughter's 40 and she's loving it. I mean, she's grown up a Beatles fan, but still she really, really is into the new song. Yeah, actually, we'll probably be putting up our Christmas tree this week. I like Curly and Larry and Moe in Vegas. That's Stooges album.
The second album.
Is it Funhouse is the second one?
No, I think that's third.
I've never heard a Stooges album.
I know they were a joke band and all that, but the songs were good.
Milli Vanilli? I mean, I think
whoever sang it was a good singer, and the songs were catchy.
Milli and Vanilli, I think, were victims.
Blame It on the Rain.
Of, some kind of a. Yeah, I love Gatto. Actually, Greg was a real good friend of mine. We kind of lost touch over the years, but we were really close friends.
Do either of you like the Tea Party?
They're okay.
Yeah, they're good. Okay. Yeah.
The demo is worth hearing, Larry. Yeah, but I know people are telling me, "Oh, go listen." I just have no interest in hearing it.
Like sometimes
they're
demos, right? I need to record this so I can remember it.
Like,
Maybe John didn't even want the rough, even heard, right?
I have band demos from my band in the early 2000s. I wonder if I should send them to Peter Jackson if he would separate them
He can't help you, Glenn.
on a cassette. You don't think so?
He can't help you.
No.
Oh boy.
I don't care about either one. I'm not an AC/DC guy. I don't know who New is.
Yeah,
Another
they're
one of
good.
those krautrock bands, yeah.
Yep.
Are they?
Yep.
But it should be noted that when we use krautrock, that's an actual genre referring very specifically to a very specific time and specific type of music, not just any music that has ever come out of Germany. I put that out there because a lot of people are like, the Scorpions, krautrock, and you're like, they're no different. But
So Bert Cantfort is not a krautrock guy.
I don't think
That's an old Beatles reference.
Oh, very good.
Oh, very good.
Metallica.
Is Pantera on that bill? Did I say that they're on that bill?
New Rocks.
My favorite of the ones I've heard is Demons and Wizards.
I like Salisbury because of the song Salisbury, but
I love
also
Salisbury steak.
Look at Yourself would be my second favorite, I think.
Look at Yourself, and I'll throw in Magician's Birthday too, just because it's.
Except the
It's the
song
other-
Magician's Birthday is just not up to
It's awesome.
It's
It
not.
rocks.
Happy birthday. It's not that good. It ruined the album, actually.
And speaking of Uriah Heep, in our CD exchange tomorrow, I'm going to review and rank this Uriah Heep album.
Did Canada? Do you all remember? Did you get that cover, or did you get the?
No, we got the
weird-
other one.
We got the other
You got
cover.
like the weird, silly
Yeah.
black.
If you
and white
open that
one.
up, Larry, it shows the other cover, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that cover.
it's like a snake or something. I don't know.
It's
Yeah.
like a serpent of some kind.
That is such a cool cover.
Yeah.
Well, same thing. Did you which cover of Salisbury did you all get?
Not the one with the tank.
The
on it.
tank?
No,
you
the
got-
other
yeah.
one. We got the other one.
The one with the stake on it.
That's the one.
Laugh
That'd be a great concept record.
Yeah.
99.
Those
balloons.
those reissues
That's a-
that came
that's a
out
good
about
joke.
10 years ago are really good. The one I gave Larry there. There's
Yeah.
some great outtakes and stuff on the live stuff, and they're really worth getting if you're
Yep. Gentle Giant or
yeah, good band.
Up until Missing Piece.
There you go. Pantera.
Pantera played Friday night.
Oh, okay.
Five Finger Death Punch.
That's
opens tonight.
that's a shame. That's you.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Whoops.
All the original members of Metallica are still hanging in.
Yeah.
All the
Well, I mean, not original
Dude,
members, but
well
they've had the same lineup
for
since
years.
for
Yeah,
20 some years now. Yeah.
yeah.
You gotta, I'm not a big fan of their music, but I respect them for what they do. And it seems they're really good with their fans too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Larry, any plans to do ranking and reviewing of any discography? At
How
some
about-
point,
How about I got a request for you? How about doing the Traveling Wilburys discography?
yeah.
Well,
I still need to find volume 2 though. I
Yeah,
haven't
okay.
seen
Yeah,
them.
you're missing. Once you find that, do the review.
obviously, Larry, I was gonna ask you because I know you. It's part of the
Have you,
CD exchange.
Excuse me, Alex. Have you met Larry before? You guys met?
Once or twice now,
Okay. All right.
because I know as part of the
Don't
CD
point,
exchange with
don't
Glen.
point at me. It's rude.
And then listen here, sir. It's like my ET. But then I watched your video that you posted. I guess that was yesterday. But
You watched one
I
of my
need-
videos? I'm going to subscribe to your channel.
I've watched at least 3 of your videos, Larry.
Wow.
But I've been meaning to do like a discography review, a deep dive over the sensational Alex Harvey band.
Yeah.
Because people just don't. But I think you would be better suited for that. You've already laid the groundwork and the foundation
Well,
for it.
why don't we sometime do a pre-recorded ranking of their albums?
Oh. Get with Glenn. He's my agent. He'll schedule the whole
But-
thing for us.
I will.
It'll be
So
good.
they
I
in
will
total
hook
they
you
have,
guys up.
they have 8 albums, right?
And does that include the one without him?
Yeah, Foreplay. No, I haven't even heard that one.
What do they call that? What do they call the band?
Apparently, it's an okay album. It just doesn't have Alex Harvey.
Alex Harvey on
and
it.
they still call it the Sensational Alex Harvey Band?
Yeah.
Wow.
Julie, Glen, I know you're not a fan of Sarnia. Way to go, Glen.
I don't have anything against Sarnia at all. It's just the weather in the winter. I've been caught in some major snowstorms there. It scared the crap out of me.
Yeah. But for everyone participating or watching, there's a tragically hip themed bar here. Tribute to Downey. Awesome and worth the trip.
That's very cool to hear.
Yeah.
No, I remember when Lulu's Roadhouse was huge, though. They had a lot of bands there. Yeah, Ronnie Hawkins. Everybody was playing Lulu's. That was a big place to play. I never went there.
I think you guys would enjoy the band Skyhooks. I've heard of them.
Huh.
Yeah, they've had the same one for quite a few years now.
Yeah, but Robert's been there for a long time now. Yeah.
Uriah Heep. It's Mick Box as Uriah Heep. It's
It
still
is now,
Uriah
right?
Heep.
Yeah, there's nobody around that anymore. They're still putting out albums, though.
Yep.
Bob Dylan has a bootleg of Volume 2. We're up to 7 or Volume 11. I wonder what that means. We are now up to number 18, I think, would be the next volume of the bootleg series.
Not enough shelf space in the world for this.
What was that?
I said not enough shelf space in the world.
Any ranking of Fairport Convention? I've got a couple of their albums which I love, but Unhalf Bricking and Leaf and Liege are two great records.
Nope.
I don't have any Wishbone Ash in my collection.
Argus is a must.
Yeah, they are. It's great. They're a great band.
Larry, I enjoyed your video in Beatles Anthology. Thank you. I watched all of it with my dad when I was in high school. Cool. Scorpions is so anti-crop. Oh, we bonded a lot over the Beatles. He's since passed. Okay. Sorry for your loss.
My dad and I bonded over Johnny Mathis.
It's a great Christmas album.
How old I am.
Yep.
Yes, we were just talking about it. But I'm telling you, the first 3 albums, the third album is my absolute favorite by a mile. But I kind of gave up after the Mach 2, after Richie Blackmore left and different singers. I kind of gave up. I know they were still making really good records, but I just didn't keep following them. Yeah.
I mean, there's stuff with Steve Morse, who just left,
he's great,
unfortunately. But
yeah,
all that stuff I think is great.
I first knew Steve Morse from Dixie Dregs. Before he joined Deep Purple. Yeah. He's a great.
And the guitarist that replaced him, I guess I've seen footage of him. He's pretty damn good too.
He's good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Is he an old timer or a young guy?
Young guy.
Young guy.
Yeah.
And who's still with the band now? Ian Gillan
and Ian Pace are.
Yep.
Okay.
And Roger Glover too.
Okay.
Yeah. The cover art isn't. I don't understand that. Like, nobody's happy with that stupid cover art for now.
Yeah, it's pretty boring.
I could do that in Photoshop in 1 minute.
Yeah. And I think the song had more potential in it too. I just think it could have been something greater than it is.
Top 3 bands for you guys. The Beatles. Sparks. I don't know. There's so many. maybe yes.
You know, the Beatles have dropped down on my list, Larry. They're number 7 now. King Crimson, Grateful Dead, and I'll put Yes in there.
I'll be Jim. You're a metal guy, so maybe you'll appreciate this. Favorite band of all time is Dream Theater, but I'll go back a little bit too, and I'll add in Pink Floyd and oh God, I should know this. Marillion, just because they're my favorite band of maybe the last 3 months, but it changes frequently.
I need your guys' opinion on this. I don't want to lose money. So, you know, I've had an opportunity to pick up some real kind of historic Dylan ticket stubs over the past little while and got a couple. As a result, an old friend of mine who I worked with for 25 years, great guy, who went to see a ton of concerts, same age as me back in the day, and kept all his ticket stubs. He sent me a picture of them all the other day, and he says, make him an offer on them. Now, here's some of the stubs that are included. Pink Floyd, 1975, Ivor Wynne Stadium in Hamilton, Ontario, probably the most historic Pink Floyd show in history. George Harrison, 74 tour. Stones, 72 tour. Whole bunch of Who shows. Like, there's 24 ticket stubs. And he says, make me an offer. Are people interested? Like, is this something that you guys does it ever interest you to buy a ticket stub from a concert you never attended, even though you might know it's a historic show or something? I'm trying to think if I can get rid of these things if I bought them.
Not for me. I mean, Glenn, I think it's really cool that you're collecting those, and I love what you did with the Dylan ticket, like I said. But when you said how much you paid for that, I was astonished that that's what somebody would pay for it. No disrespect. I wouldn't even know what to charge or what to spend for a ticket.
Well, I wouldn't have paid any. I paid big bucks for the Dylan Massey Hall one because I know I'd be willing to frickin' bet I might be the only person in the frickin' world with that ticket stub.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe if there's a half a dozen of those on the planet, I would be in shock. Yeah. I've never seen a picture of one online. There was only 2,500 of them printed in 1965, and how many of them survived? You know,
offer them $100. See what happens.
Yeah, I'm thinking of just saying, hey, I'll give you a couple $100. Just, you know, if you love me as an old friend, maybe you'll sell them to me, and then I'll see. But some of them are pretty cool.
Yeah. And hey, Glenn, I just had a message from Rich Strickler on Facebook. He said he was leaving comments, but he was wondering if I blocked him or something because I never saw them. So even on YouTube, if you're leaving me a comment and I don't see it, it's YouTube. It's not me. It's so annoying.
Is he leaving comments on the live chat right now?
Yeah. And I'm not showing up. Them.
Wow. No. That's weird. Hi, Rich.
Hi, Rich.
We love you.
No, I'm Danish.
I love a good Danish.
Oh, there was a question here. Mark, do you believe we people like what they discovered in adolescence more than music heard? Yeah. For the most part, you're kind of a good chunk of the music is when you were younger.
But I think it's also when you fall off the wagon, it's very easy to get back on when you're so tied emotionally to those artists.
But I'm not sure. Is that the same musical journey for every generation? Like, for instance, you know, Larry and I, people who are old like us, we were fortunate enough to have grown up in the classic rock era, say even 64 to 74, kind of the sweet spot, I would say. Give or take a year, whatever you want to do. But so that music was just so incredible and still stands up today, and most people gravitate to it. Is it the same for people who now, like my nephew's 20 years old, he's not in love with the current music that I was in love with when I was 20. He likes the Beatles and the Pink Floyd and all the stuff that I grew up with. Yeah. So I'm just wondering, young people now, if they have this same connection to what's going on today in music. I think
they will. I think you're, you know, like same thing for me. When I was growing up, I wasn't listening to current pop music. I was listening to Led Zeppelin and the Rolling Stones, and so, but I always have that emotional connection to that. But I do think, I mean, you know, you look at, I know it's probably not great for this live chat, but like you look at the stuff that like Taylor Swift is doing or what Beyonce is doing, like the actual social impact of what is going on is just, it's wild. It's wild. And I think it's going to stick with people for a really long time.
Okay. All right.
AI
become more prominent? Probably.
Yeah, it's probably going to, as long as they don't abuse it. Let's not, you know, let's not start taking pieces of music and doing something to them that shouldn't be done. Like,
favorite Pink Floyd album for me is The Dark Side of the Moon and Metal.
Metal's my favorite.
I'm going to go with Dark Side of the Moon Redux.
Has anybody heard? You guys heard this yet?
Yes.
Yeah. But it's actually Animals. So.
And is it any good?
No.
Glenn, you didn't watch his video about does this
Yeah,
album
you didn't
suck?
watch
Yes,
that
it
video.
does.
I didn't even want to watch the video. To tell you the truth. That's how much I don't want to hear this record. Oingo Boingo is on my embargo list.
Yeah.
Ticket says can be worth a fortune. Well, contact me.
Yeah. Stationary.
Mm.
Harry Wood, I'm not really a fan. I think they're very overrated and they're kind of like a boy band.
I just did a rethink of my favorite bands of all time, and the Beatles went from number 1 to number 7.
Sam, I can't wait to see you on Friday.
Oh yeah, there's a get together, Larry, in person. They'll be touching flesh.
Don't say that,
That
Glenn.
That sounds a bit weird.
With a handshake. You guys get out of the gutter.
With a very firm
They'll be fist
handshake.
pumping.
No matter what Sam says, there will be very little flesh touching in these parts.
Yeah.
Glenn, maybe don't come over tomorrow morning.
Yeah, no, I'm talking fist pumps here.
Yeah, that's a good story about the back of that with George's clock. Yeah. Yeah. Harrison, 74, Dark Horse Tour.
Yeah, I have a chance to get a ticket stuff. I actually had a ticket to the show and sold it. I know, but the problem is that you can ask for whatever you want on eBay. You want to see what they're selling for. It's like, I looked at a couple of them and went, yeah, but no one's buying them.
I mean, where the price is going to drive up is that the individual is going to have a lot of emotional value tied to the stubs.
Yeah.
If he went to all those shows, yeah.
Yeah.
Haha, sounds good, Michael. Come on down.
I'm telling you, Michael and Julie.
Yeah.
I think we've created a match here. Michael and Julie sitting in the tree.
A wink.
It's as good as a nod to a blind horse.
The chats are acting weird. That's because Glenn's on my live chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I apologize if you're trying to comment, and you know there might be times I don't see the comment.
Yeah.
I don't ignore.
There you go. You got a sub. Right on.
Yeah. Congrats. Everybody subscribe to Beer and Vinyl.
Please do.
Hey, Dan.
Let's stay on till Alex is at 100.
Goodbye.
No.
Thank you.
Bye, Victor. Thank you, buddy.
Bob, I was 8 when I fell in love with the Beatles, and they're still number 1 to me by a long shot.
Well, I think they're the greatest band ever, but there's other bands I just like a lot more now that I listen to more. So I think if I'm doing like in 2023, who my favorite bands, I can't consider them my favorite band. I don't listen to them that much.
That hurts. Even
though they're in my heart, they're the biggest influence on me musically ever. The greatest band ever. Sgt. Pepper's is the greatest album ever. I don't listen to the Beatles as much as I listen to a ton of other music.
Vandergraaf Generator.
Yeah, good band. I have a couple of their albums.
This cat has great taste in music. I just want to put it out there.
Oh God, can you imagine?
That's funny.
Yeah, 50s music. Now, this is a very good comment. Sam St. John, can't wait to touch flesh.
I'm canceling.
Yeah. He's excited.
I need a drink of water.
Have you still got that suit of armor that you could wear down there?
Am I turning red?
I see a bit of sweat on your brow.
Yeah, well,
You can check sold listings on eBay, Glen. I've sold some for good money. Been on eBay 15 years. There's
he's
your
trying to buy them though for not good money.
Do you want to go halves with me on this? Do you want to make a deal so we'll try and sell them or something? If you want to if you contact me on Instagram, leave me a message. My name on Instagram is the same as Glen Kellaway from the basement, and maybe I'll send you a picture of them and we can figure something out.
Julie, sub to your channel.
Does that include Michael? Like, is that or no? Is
They're separate.
They're
well,
I don't think they're a couple yet. We're working on it.
We're working on it.
Yeah, this is the first date. Yeah. I wonder if Michael's going to get a.
Glen hates the Beatles.
Don't hate.
I get that feeling.
I do not hate the Beatles. Love the Beatles. A1 Statesman.
Beer and vinyl. I will subscribe. Do you like Moosehead Lager?
I've had Moosehead Lager. Yeah. Well, I mean that's a Canadian beer, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I've had it. It's good.
My comments aren't seen either. Well, I'm reading your comment right now. I'm seeing that one. I think it's just YouTube glitches sometimes.
You sure you don't have some setting in your thing going on or something?
No. Subscribe only if flesh is touched. That's right.
If I get to 100, it might be Sam's lucky day on Friday.
Yeah.
Put the chastity belt on Sam before it's too late.
Sam never takes it off. You don't have to worry about it.
I'm getting my 5th COVID shot tomorrow. I'm no longer human.
I got mine last week, one day, Thursday, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to get mine too. I had COVID. I tell you, it's not fun.
I think I'm the only human being in the world who hasn't had it.
Yeah.
You're just stronger than everyone else.
Oh, like streetcar.
Sam, I haven't ordered it yet, but I'm going to.
Yeah, Larry likes collecting dust.
Flesh for fantasy. Dear Lord, these comments. Well, you started it when you were touching flesh.
Yeah.
Jim Smith is out of here.
See you, Jim.
Enjoy the concert, Jim.
Well.
Are you a Jethro Tull fan, Alex?
Yes, very much so.
Okay. Did you see my video this morning?
I sure did. That's not that live show from the benefit tour. That sounds amazing.
Oh, is that when it was from, the benefit tour? It was 1970, Carnegie Hall.
Yeah, because I think that would be benefit, I think.
Man, if you can find that.
But you said they play. I know what I have to go comment, for the algorithm, but I was going to say that you and I have the same favorite song off of Aqualung.
Oh, the last one, yeah.
Which is Wind Up.
Yeah. Oh, that's a killer version. They do on the, not on the 1970 show, on the other one where it's a kind of a comp of live stuff. They do a medley of Wind Up, Locomotive Breath, and I forget another song. Then they go back into Wind Up and finish it off. Oh my God, it's just like, oh, wow.
And I remember Jethro Tull was one of the first bands that I got into when I was maybe 13 or 14. And that was the first time I learned the difference between organized religion and people who have a personal spirituality.
Yeah.
And it's all on that album, but most importantly on that one song.
Yeah.
This is good. This is good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. He's not the kind you have to wind up on Sunday.
No.
What a line.
So
What
there
a
you go.
line.
I put in the link to your channel, Beer and Vinyl Guy.
Thanks, Larry.
You're welcome.
I'll have to do a contest soon.
Yeah. No comment is unreadable. Julie and I are only Facebook friends. I've heard that before.
That's how it
Yeah.
begins.
Yeah.
That's how it starts.
Yeah.
Facebook
right.
friends.
That's what
I just
happens
work
first.
with. I just work with her, babe. It's nothing.
Yeah.
I just work with her.
I hardly
Yeah.
know her at all.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just work friends
Work friends.
who go out for lunch all the time and tell each other all our marital problems.
So there. Subscribe to Beer and Vinyl, please.
Please,
You don't
Yeah.
have to yell.
I beg you.
Glenn. I was going to show you the.
Oh, I love that album. You
So
just
the
get
video I
that?
just posted was a sort of a haul of about 30 or so records, but this is one of them.
Oh,
Didn't have this.
beautiful record. What a great album that is. A classic. Essential.
Hmm.
Paul played Mike Out at the Isle of Wight. 1974 Aqualung was released. Cool. Yeah, that's what they were playing it on this box set. They play it too, and you can tell it's not a finished product yet.
Yeah.
What do you think of Jethro Tull these days, Alex?
Well, that's a great question. I didn't care for either of their most recent two. I thought Rock Flute or whatever was better than the Zealot Gene.
Oh, really? It's better, eh?
But I thought it was better, but neither of them I was particularly a fan of. I'm a big Martin Barr fan, or Martin Bear.
Yeah, Martin,
And
yeah.
so it's just, it is really the Ian Anderson project, which
Yeah.
I'm a big Ian Anderson fan. So they played a show maybe an hour and a half away from here. I didn't go, but if they played in Columbus, I would go simply to see Ian Anderson.
Yeah.
So
If I made a list of all the bands I regret not seeing, Jethro Tull would be the top of the list. I don't know why I never went to see them, because I was a big fan and never went. Bugs me. I did see the Martin Barr band a few years ago. They were freaking awesome.
Oh, yeah, because he plays all Tull stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, he does have his own stuff too, but they play a lot of Tull stuff. Yeah.
Beer and Vinyl, not sure where you are located, but if you can ever get your hands on some Sons of Kent beer, you won't be disappointed.
We don't get a ton of Canadian beer distributed down here. I'm in Ohio, in the States, as you people like to say. But if I see it.
How far is Columbus to the Canadian border?
I guess that would probably be closest would be Detroit, like Ambassador.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm probably
Windsor?
probably 3.5, probably 3.5
Okay,
hours.
that's not too bad. That's not too bad.
East, West.
Yeah, what a great record.
Sandy Bull.
Alex, have you ever heard of a project called The Third Mind?
No,
You want to check that out. It's Dave Al. Do you know who Dave Alvin is?
I know the name.
He was with the Blasters, and he does his own solo stuff. But anyway,
Okay.
he did this project about 2 years ago. It came out called The Third Mind, and it's kind of a salute to psychedelic era guitar. But the first song he starts off with is a cover of Journey from Sachin Dananda.
Okay.
And then he does East West. He does a killer version of East West, and there's actually 2 alternate takes of it on the CD as well.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. You got to check this album out.
That's
Third
awesome.
Mind.
Third Mind, he said?
And they've got a new album coming out this month. It'll be the second one of the project. But man, it's incredible.
Is it spelled out like third or like
No,
3
yeah,
RD?
no, yeah, spell out The Third Mind, THIRD.
Yes, the lead singer for Focus. He's awesome. Oh, the Hooters band. I thought you meant something else.
You
They
mean
have good who just got good wings?
is that who was the guy with the Hooters? The Jamie and the Hoot? What was his name?
Hootie and the Blowfish?
Who? Oh, that's what I was thinking. Hooters, Blowfish, same thing.
So Alex, you now have 75 subscribers.
Oh,
We're getting you there, buddy. we're staying on till you're at 100. So
That's right.
what time is it? 4:30.
I went to Columbus 30 years ago for an Amway rally. A lot of my family were in
Amway.
it at the yeah, my dad.
Wow.
I
Crap.
remember that. Jethro Tull is my favorite band.
Awesome.
The cat's got great taste.
Yeah.
Hey, Kat, what's your favorite Jethro Tull album?
There, I'll put the link again for people to subscribe. Beer and vinyl.
Larry, my check will be in the mail.
Thank you. That's why I'm doing it.
Yep. I get it.
Martin Barr is into fitness. He goes on tours and finds places to run in each town. That's cool.
Wow.
It's probably better than hard drugs, but
He can still play. Tell you that.
I just traded all of my Pink Floyd records for the Yentl soundtrack.
That's perfect. Great. That's a great soundtrack and really hard to find. I can get Pink Floyd anytime. Yeah, but you're never going to find another Yentl for sure.
Yes, I'm a Devo fan, and Pear Ubu. What I've heard of them, I really do like. Yeah.
No comment.
Yeah, you'll find out tomorrow if Glen is a fan of Devo.
Yeah.
I need to become a Devo fan simply because they're claimed by Ohio. So I need to get into that. So
Oh, really?
Pleasant Valley Picker, he didn't go to Hooters for the wings.
see, you're missing out.
Yeah.
He went for the blowfish.
Yeah. Yeah, great blowfish there. Deep fried.
Hooters, as in all you zombies, great 80s tune.
Yeah, I can't even think of the Hooters.
Yeah, I remember seeing the band a bit. Yeah. Well, Pear Ubu is pretty good. Yeah.
What is that kind of? What is it?
It's
It's a
I don't
guy
think
or
you'd
it's
like
a
it. No,
band?
it's a band. You've now got 76 subscribers.
It's like a
Why don't we stay on until midnight and maybe we'll get to 100?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Larry, if you
this
just
is like
want
one of those call it in things. What the things that the old people used to do
Telethon.
where you'd call
Telethon.
yeah.
yeah.
For the love of God, please subscribe to Beer Guy.
So Larry can be Jerry Lewis and I'll be Ed McMahon, and we'll do the telethon.
Martin Barr still thinks Benefit is good. The other members not so much. I like
Benefit's pretty
Benefit.
good.
I don't
like
yeah,
Benefit.
it's a great record. I don't know why they wouldn't.
I think it's their heaviest guitar record. That's probably
very riff heavy, yeah.
yeah.
7-inch splatter with the Hooters.
Oh, that sounds
Okay, I'm back on Touch and Flesh now. That's a good joke.
yeah.
I apologize, Sam St. John, but I don't tell people to subscribe to other channels during a live chat.
Yeah, and also Sam, you can just do a couple of what do they call those things? The quick one things they
Yeah.
do. What are those? What are those called?
The shorts.
The shorts. You can do a couple more shorts. You'll get there.
I think you have enough subscribers for the content that you do.
Alex has enough integrity that he doesn't need shorts. He's going to do it the honest way.
Yeah, Alex isn't going to embarrass himself.
Yeah, by doing
for subscribers.
shorts. No,
I would
and
never.
begging. Yeah, Sam, that's terrible.
Sam and I are going to do so many shorts this weekend. Just wait.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love Sam.
Oh, I'm excited.
I like Sam a little.
You say spam or Sam?
Yeah, Spam.
Oh.
Badfinger, need the albums or just the hits?
You need the albums.
Yeah.
They're just depressing to listen to because
The,
of what
But you really, yeah, I mean, you need I'm a big Badfinger fan. I kind of want to do a video on Badfinger. I just feel they're one of those bands that just, and their story is just heartbreaking. But, specifically, you need the Pete Ham records. After that, like, you don't need Say No More or Airwaves or all that kind of stuff. But you need the first through Wish You Were Here. And yes, they were the original Wish You Were Here. That record was released before Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here. But that period of 6 records, definitely, I'm a huge fan of.
It's Darren in the studio. I'd have you come on, but I'm leaving.
Hey, Darren, how you doing, buddy?
I've watched his channel. I'm subscribed.
Where are
Everybody
you right now,
subscribe
Darren?
to Darren. Don't subscribe to Sam St. John. Subscribe to the Beer and Vinyl Guy and Darren in the studio.
Too bad YouTube didn't have a thing where you could transfer your subscribers. You could say, I want to gift 100 subscribers to Alex.
That's a good, yeah.
That'd be
Like, I could pay you for that, like $10, you know.
yeah.
Like
Yeah, we could sell our subscriptions.
2 a.m. Now that's a late show.
Did you turn your clock back, though? Maybe only it's 1 a.m.
do Canadians do daylight savings?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's about dark there now, yeah?
It's 4:30.
So it's getting
Passion
there.
Play.
Passion Play is one Jethro Tull album that if I ranked them, it would be near the bottom or at the bottom. I can't get into it.
I wish they did the entire act about the hare who lost his spectacles. That being just the intermission, no. Make the whole act about the hare who lost his spectacles.
I just can't do it.
Sam St. John, unsub from me, please.
I'm busy, Sam.
He sounds bitter.
Don't. Yeah, it's not all about you, Sam. Yeah.
I prefer views to subs. Yeah.
Yes, that's the most important thing. Once you hit 1,000.
It's not dark yet, but it's getting there.
Great line.
Michael, good night, Michael.
Now it's
time to say good night. Good. We're getting there.
What wonderful harmonies.
Oh, the Hooters are from Philadelphia. Cool.
Eric Brazilian, Robert Hyman, and others.
Hair Ubu, Breath is a good starting point and has a video on here. The album is Cloudland and it's good. Was the album I discovered them with.
I've made a decision, Larry. I've been thinking about this for the last few minutes. Pierre Ubu is on my Oingo Boingo list.
Yeah.
It's a dumb freaking name.
I figured that.
Yeah.
That's an interesting list, Wade. I respect it, though.
Oh, I didn't see that. Sorry.
Just because Too Old to Rock and Roll is one of those that I think finds itself as a bit of a back step for them at that point.
Yeah.
But again, I respect where you're coming from, though.
Yes.
See, we can disagree.
Good album, but
that's the thing, right? I mean, they released arguably their span of records between 68 or 69 to 79, really, or just,
Yeah. It's Aqualung, Stand Up, and Minstrel in the Gallery, which isn't everybody's favorite, but I love it.
All in.
Yeah, that's great. And I like War Child.
Yeah, War Child's not bad. That there's a part in Minstrel of the Gallery where I think the song's called Requiem.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most beautiful melody.
Yeah.
Then they go into One White Duck on Your Wall and Nothing at All. There's about 4 tracks there all in a row that is just my favorite moments of Jethro Tull right there. Just beautiful.
Go lay down, Bob.
Yeah.
Have a good night, Bob.
Alex is at 77 now.
Wow.
We're watching. This is like a telethon. It's pretty good.
XTC, yep. We're fans of XTC.
I just, you know what? It really bugs me that I'm not interested in doing 5.1. And everything that gets released, I'm paying for 5.1 mixes that I'll never hear.
I listened to this for the first time in a while last night. Dukes of Stratosphere.
Oh, it's great.
Oh, it's great.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome.
Favorite XTC album? Go.
Black Sea.
English Settlement.
Skylarking. I like when we all had different ones.
Yeah. Black Sea was the one who turned me into a fanatic, though. Thanks to Larry. Passion Play #1. See, isn't that interesting? Yeah, that's an album you either love or like it's no middle ground with that album.
I didn't hear you guys say goodnight to me because YouTube went to a commercial. Well, I've got to make money on the YouTube.
Yeah. Good night, Michael.
Good night, Michael. Thank you for being part of the chat.
Now
it's time to say good night. Good night. Sleep tight.
Those harmonies are incredible. That's like talking to Hilton
Dream,
Nash.
sweet dream. LOL.
There it is. That's what we live for.
He's out of here, night.
Yeah.
English Settlement, the 2 LP version.
Oh, yeah.
Drums and Wires is great. Yeah.
It is.
Very
They're
good.
all freaking great. What a band.
Ha 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 ha.
Have you ever watched the documentary on them, Alex?
Oh,
This Is Pop?
It was just
Yeah.
too short.
I love that documentary.
yeah, I love that bit when they were working with or interviewing Andy, and he's talking about like how he writes songs and like how he puts himself in the space of like, oh, it's a puddle, and what would a puddle say if it got rained in? Just
I
he's
know.
brilliant.
Really cool. He is brilliant. If you ever do that thing where you can invite a certain amount of artists or whatever to a dinner, I think Andrew Partridge would have to be on my list. I think he would just be the coolest dude to sit and spend the night with.
Well, I'm gonna have my dinner, Glenn.
What are you having?
Some kind of stir fry, meatball stir fry.
A meatball stir fry.
Yep.
Wow. Very cool.
With some beer and vinyl.
Now we're
Wow.
talking.
Now we're talking. Don't spill your stir fry onto the vinyl.
No, Glenn, tell us about your channel before we go.
It's called Glen Kellaway from the Basement. And I like to rant and rave and talk about music and have fun.
He's very negative.
Communicate with everyone. And I'm really anti-Beatle. Don't like the Beatles. So if you like the Beatles, stay away from my channel. No Lou Reed. Other than that, everything goes. We're good.
Alex, you have 10 seconds.
Great, love it.
Thanks,
hey,
Alex.
just
Thank
my
you,
channel
Alex.
is a
Okay,
week.
good night, everyone.
My channel is a week old. Just posted a great video of a record haul. I know you all love the record hauls, so if you're into classic rock, watch the record haul. There's some great stuff in there. It's good stuff. Thanks, John.
Tune into Alex's channel. He's doing a great freaking job.
Yeah. How's it, guys? We're about to leave. Hi, Chris.
Chris, how's it going, buddy? Alex, I want to let you know I am not going to be on the chat this week, so it's going to have to be on Rob Northern Revolutions Wednesday night live chat 8:00. I'm sure Alex will be there. Jason Arsenault and the great Sam St. John. You guys
Touch and
are gonna have a
Flesh.
ball. Yeah, Touch and Flesh.
Sam Flesh touching St. John.
Yeah.
One more here. Remember back in the 70s when quad was going to be the next big thing? Yeah, I
I'll never forget this. My buddy back in the day, everybody, all us hippies, I always had a souped up van. And one of my buddies had a van and he put a quad system in the van and he takes me in there and he rolls some foreign substance of some kind. I don't know what it was. And then he puts the Doobie Brothers, what were once vices are now habits, in quad, in this van, blasts it. It was one of the greatest listening experiences of my life. And that's the only time I've ever heard quad. It was awesome.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. Be sure to
Larry.
subscribe to Glen Kellaway and Alex, and I'll see you tomorrow for the CD exchange.
Yeah, I'm excited, Larry. We're a
Yeah.
turtleneck, eh?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to be touching too much flesh.
Okay. Bye,
Okay, see you
everybody.
guys. Thanks, Alex.
Bye.